Hi, this is Lori popping on to go through my month of May. So exciting. Not only am I going to go through decks that I have added to my collection for this month, but decks that I have been using, especially with the warmer weather now here, a book that I'm reading, and of course, the knitting projects that I'm working on right now. Um, my monthly recordings tend to be a little bit longer, so if you're not into long videos or, that's not really your thing, or if you don't really care much to hear me ramble, you might want to skip this one or just put me on fast forward. Or some people will speed ahead just to the part they're interested in. I usually try to put timestamps in for what it is that the content has for the month, so hopefully that'll help. So, with that put aside, just want to say thank you to a few new subscribers that I have for this month. Thank you so much. I am so excited that you're here. I've had this channel for over a year now, and you know, I am putting a little bit more into it now, so I've noticed a few more interest, and I'm so thankful for that. So, thank you to my new subscribers. I know one of them is at Zoe's Tarot Reviews. Hey, thanks. It's been fun chatting, and I hope to continue to see you on my recordings. Anyone else out there, if there's anything that you want to see or flip throughs that I haven't done, just leave me a message. I'm so happy you're here. Anyway, let's get right to it. I'm 2 minutes and 35 seconds in, so let's get going. I am going to go ahead and start with the book I'm reading. It's called The Shadow of Night by Deborah Harkness. This is book 2 of the All Souls series. The first book is A Discovery of Witches. I don't know if anyone has read this or is into this, but I will say this much. I hope it won't be too much of a spoiler. It takes place in, well, the majority of the book, I'll say, is in the year 1590. So it's Elizabeth I, or Elizabeth Tudor, as she is sometimes referred to, the Queen of England's time era, and it mostly takes place in that time, and it's been so good. And I have been wanting to use a tarot deck to get in that vibe, and I don't really have one. There's a few I've seen that I'm interested in that'll probably fulfill that need, but I haven't purchased them. But anyhow, if you've read this book and love it, tell me what you think. I don't want to give away too much, but one of the main characters, of course, is a witch. Her name is Diana Bishop, and she's descended from a line of witches. And she, well, I don't want to spoil too much, but she is married to a vampire, and his name is Matthew de Clermont. And their life is just one thing after the other, and it's really good. So I am reading Shadow of Night. And next is the knitting projects I'm working on. So if you're not into knitting or fiber, you can just skip this part. But I have been working on this shawl since March, and I am not done with it. Um, this is a this was a knit along, and it's still going on. There was like no deadline, but of course I'm not the fastest knitter, and plus, I've got so many other things going on. I'm a mom, and you know, just a lot of things, working and that. So, this is the dragon shawl, and I know I've talked about it in several other of my monthly videos, but these are little dragon scales, and we're using beading in this knit along, and it's nestled in between stitches is how those are attached. So you have to string the beads on before you even start knitting. So like here's what a skein looks like, and there's beads that are already strung onto the skein. I have used 3 colors so far. It started with kind of this cream color that has speckles in it, and then it moved on to this like wine variegated color, which I'm still using, which is this one here. And you can see the beads that are still left yet. And then the third color I've finally introduced, which is called, oh goodness, oh, it's gonna kill me. It's in one of my other videos. I actually found the color, but it's like a yellow with grays in it, and it's like a fade, so the colors are alternate, for anyway, I'm getting technical, but I'm on the third color, and there's one color yet, which is going to be the fourth color, and it's this yellow, almost like it kind of reminds me of that really yummy spice used. Is it turmeric or I hope I don't have that wrong, but that's what this reminds me of, and I have not introduced this skein of yarn yet to the shawl, but I'm moving along, and each one of these is a dragon scale. And so with that being said, I have been using the 2 dragon decks that I have, and I think I might have mentioned that maybe in another video, so if it's a repeat, I hope I'm not boring too much, but I am using my Smoke Ash and Embers. I was doing daily draws with this, and my field guide to garden dragons for this because of my dragon shawl, and it's been so much fun. oh, sorry, I had a frog in my throat. But so here is the Smoke Ash and Embers, and I do believe, I know I just said this, but I've talked about this deck before, but I hadn't really used it, and I really like it. So this is by Three Trees Tarot. If you're not familiar with this company, really beautiful cards. I think I have all of them. I think it's Stephanie Burrows and Adam Ohlers that are the creators of these decks, and I love it. I think I've had this one for a little over a year, but just this is new, me using it on this length of time. So, and I have been using it, so it's out of order, and I think they're even they're like upside down and everything, but it's just so much fun, when I'm using my decks, and I'm getting really great readings. This deck, the guidebook, is a PDF file, and I have it on my phone. So I look up my I'll look up the guidebook to like supplement what my intuitive reading is, and it's just I love guidebooks. I like them for further reference, and I love them. I'm a guidebook girl. Anyway, here I am rambling again. And then here is my the Field Guide to Garden Dragons, and I know I've talked about this one too. It's so much fun. Here's the guidebook for this one. But let's just kind of do, because I've been pairing them together, I usually will do one tarot card and then an oracle, or I'll pull an oracle to get the feel, and pull a tarot with it. There's so many different ways people do things, but this is what's been working for me lately, and it's been really fun because I notice if I do like a 3-card spread, then I'm like really getting into it, and I wish I had like a full day just to do a whole like tarot spread and just me and the cards, and just have a total me day. But I sadly, the laundry starts calling, and children need to be fed, and homework needs to get done, and supper needs to be cooked, and all the things. And now that it's spring, and summer, gardening. I've been spending a lot of time gardening. Oh, isn't that so cute, the corn dragon? So I have been using this this month. I'm in my dragon era, and I love it. So, do you have any dragon decks that you use? Let me know. It's so much fun, but these are my two. So, Smoke, Ash, and Embers, and Field Guide to Garden Dragons Oracle. All right, the next deck, I am so excited about it, and it's a unicorn deck. I think that's what we call it here on TarotTube. It's a deck that we can't find. It's super expensive to buy if we do find it. So I hope this isn't, gonna trigger, because I don't want to brag, but I have been wanting the Victorian Fairy Tarot. This is the guidebook. This is a deck by Llewellyn and Linnea Weatherstone, art by Gary A. Lippincott. And Linnea has another deck. What's the name? I think it's another really good tarot that's on my wish list, and I haven't got it yet. It's on my wish list. But I found this deck, and I'm not trying to brag, so I hope I don't, sound like I'm braggy. I'm just so excited because I've been looking for this deck for a couple of years now, and it's just too expensive when I've seen it like on like second hand places. But I was on eBay, and I'm new to eBay shopping for tarot decks. And I'm gonna start to ramble again, so sorry. You can put me on like super speed, rabbit mode, or maybe you like my rambling. So I was looking for Tarot of the Unknown. It's one of my other unicorn decks, and I saw one on eBay, and the seller was charging kind of a really big price tag. And you can make an offer, and they can either reject it or accept it. And you can make another offer. Just in case you're not familiar with like the whole eBay thing, because this is new to me. And so like I put in an offer. It wasn't the amount that was requested for that Tarot of the Unknown. I love that whole vibe, and it's just such a beautiful feeling, and fall and series and art and all of the above. And I can talk about that deck like in another video. But the seller rejected the offer that I put in, and I kind of just gave up at that point. But I had, but there's probably a reason. I have a point here. There's probably a reason that guy rejected it, because it was just meant that I was supposed to get the Victorian Fairy Tarot. I had this on my search list, and one showed up. And this gal lives in the UK, and she was so nice. And she had an amount listed, and it was in pounds, and it converts it to, you know, what it would be in dollars. I mean, and it wasn't, how should I say this? It wasn't like over the top expensive, but I mean, it is an out of print deck. So, I mean, it was more than it would have been when it was in print. But I did put an offer in of what my budget was and what I thought was reasonable. And she accepted it, and I was just beyond happy. And it arrived safely, and it came in this little white organza bag, I think, and she wrapped it, and she put every card in order, and it was just, oh my gosh. So, I mean, it was meant for me to get this deck. And I am so excited about it. So thanks for sharing my joy with me. I haven't used it. I have looked through it. So they are a little bit out of order. And I mean, oh my gosh, they're like in great condition, right? And so is the guidebook too. So, this is my unicorn deck, and I am so happy about it. I'm even making a bag. I was going to use this wool. I mean, it's so pretty. It's multicolored. But I ended up, I mean, and I don't, you know, I'm just sharing the love here. But I loved this yellow color. And like, see, it kind of like gives the vibe of the card. So I'm knitting a little bag for it. And what I'm gonna do, I mean, my bag is just gonna be a basic bag. I mean, I need to learn how to do like all those like cute little bags, but I'm just gonna like stitch, I'm just gonna like stitch the pieces together, you know? And so right now I'm doing the sides, and then I'm gonna like do some embroidery on it, like maybe like in some blues or something to match like these beautiful bluebells. We'll see, and I can share the end result, but I am just so excited. So let's go through some cards after I've been rambling about my story for 7 minutes. So I'm just going to move the camera here. And we're going to go through some of the cards. Here, let me zoom out. So the suits are like the seasons. I don't know if you can see that. I know the sun is kind of moving, but like, so we have the King of Winter. And so like the suits, so like there's snow in the background, and he's wearing like more of like winter attire. I am just so excited. I think this was a Kickstarter. I think not long ago, but I didn't, I missed it. So I'm not sure if that deck looks different than this one. I'd be interested to know if any of you do have the Kickstarter version. So here's Autumn, the Queen of Autumn, the Knight of Autumn. So you can see like the harvest and the grapes. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And then here I'm just gonna, and so here's summer. So the tones are like a lot of like gold tones, and oh my gosh, that is just beautiful. And like I noticed just like a lot of golds and greens, and it's beautiful. And oh my gosh, I'm saying that about every card, huh? And there's the spring. Oh my gosh. You would think I've never looked at the deck. And here, let's show some of the majors, because I kind of have, and the names are a little bit different. So like we have Awakening, like it's the Stars, the Burning Oak, you know, so some of the names are different. Goblin Market, the Hanging Fairy, Magistrate, Wheel of Time. Ooh, I like this Hermit card. Yeah, I looked through it, but I haven't really had time to like really like, you know, bond with it. I'm just so excited. Fortitude. Oh, Chariot. The Fairy Bride. So that one's different. The Vicar. So the Seeress, you know, for the High Priestess, and the Conjurer, you know. So, yes, that is my Victorian Fairy unicorn. I'm just so excited about it. Can't wait to use it. I haven't used it really as of now. Okay, what is next? My goodness. Let's do my extraordinary incantations. This is my cute little bag. I didn't make this myself. I wish I was that talented. This is by Talitha's Altar, I think. It's a shop on Etsy. She makes really cute bags. This is a little tiny one for a little tiny deck. And this is a bag. This is a deck that I've been carrying around in my purse, and it is so darn cute. I purchased this on a website called Riffle in Time. She's so cute. She's on YouTube, TarotTube, and she also has her own little shop. And maybe I can try to put her link in the shop. And she's got all kinds of beautiful decks. She has mass market, but a lot of them mostly are indie. But I saw this one and I had to get it. I'm not sure if it's still in stock, but, and I don't have the box with me, sorry, but it's so darn cute because it has like a little saying, and sometimes I just need to be able to pick a card and just get like a simple message. I love the colors. I love the art. It kind of has like its own little vibe. And I love it. So I've been carrying this around with me. I haven't I feel like I don't even like really need to pair it with anything because it has like you can use it as an oracle, and I believe that's the intent. It's the tarot that's meant to be used as an oracle, or an oracle that is meant to be used as a tarot. I think that's what it says in the description. But it's so darn cute, and it's a smaller deck. In fact, here, let me grab a standard size tarot card just to compare. Here, I'll use my Playful Heart. We all love Playful Heart, which I think, is Playful Heart a standard size? I think it is. Let me just grab. I'm pretty sure. Well, actually, Playful Heart is a little bit bigger, so I won't use that one. But I'm using the Alice Tarot. And So that's like the size difference. So it's a mini. I guess you can say it's considered a mini, especially as it fits like in my smaller little bag here. So yeah, this is the Extraordinary Incantations. And I absolutely think it is just adorable. Adorable. I think I showed the bags. So yeah, that's been new to my collection for May. So on the note of little tiny decks, let's do our other new little tiny deck edition. This is the Honey Night Tarot. Adorable little box, right? I did a flip through of this one, and I feel like this has been my rock star because this is like gotten the most views on my channel. And I owe it to this tiny, cute, adorable deck. It's even smaller than the little Extraordinary Incantations. Let's compare. Look at how small that is. Oh my gosh. It's been fun though. It's kind of like a little chunky deck, but I have done a flip through if you're interested. Oh, some of these, it's really cute. I got this one on Tavada. So if you love cute little decks, and this one is adorable. And I think this one would do so well to pair with some of my other decks. I haven't done pairings yet, but that'll be in the future just to see how much fun that'll be. So yeah, and I think this is like the third time I'm saying this. I do have a full flip through of this if you're interested. And it's the Honey Night Tarot. I purchased this on Tavada, and I do believe they still have this one in stock, if I'm not mistaken. So adorable. This is like Tiny Deck Month. If you like tiny decks, here are a few adorable ones. A Teeny Tiny Tarot by Holly Audley. I'm a Holly Audley fan. I just have realized I am a Holly Audley fan. Let's see. Little backstory. How did I find Holly Audley? I was on the same Riffle in Time website page, and she had this deck, and it was out of stock on Riffle's page. And so I just went on this mad search, and I'll just talk and keep rambling while I actually go through the cards. But I ended up going on to Holly Audley's website, and she actually had these in stock, and they're really reasonably priced, especially for an independent deck. I think I want to say this one, and here's Holly's website here, if you're interested. This comes in a cute little tech box, and I think it had like the clear wrap on it. But I've been looking through the deck. But I'm rambling again. But they're very reasonably priced, even on, for an independent deck, which I think is amazing. So, so darn cute. Those are the backs. So so the different suits are the eyeballs, the needles, the sticks, and the skulls for the traditional suits. But I'm rambling again. But I ended up finding it, of course, as I mentioned, on her page. And I was so excited. And it's got like this really, it's nice cardstock. It almost has like a matte, it is like a matte finish. But I am definitely a Holly Audley fan. And she's got, they're called mini divvies. And you could, there's like all other types of different little decks. And I think there's a set. I'm looking into maybe purchasing that set. And it's like got like ghosts and I think like dreams, and it's a bunch of little mini divvies, and you can make like a big deck, or they're all interchangeable. And then she has like I think cemetery oracles, and I do want to, I have those on my wish list too. So anyhow, beautiful color palette and so much fun. So this is Teeny Tiny Tarot by Holly Audley, and I love it. Definitely a Holly Audley fangirl. Just thought I'd mention, since we're talking about Holly Audley, this is called 10 Questions to Spark a Conversation, and it looks like a adorable little box and book of matches. Isn't that so darn cute? And it has like all these little questions to spark conversations. And I've read all of them. It's so much fun. Especially me, I tend to be kind of a shy gal. I mean, you wouldn't know it. I'm just rambling away here on TarotTube. But I thought, gosh, wouldn't this be kind of fun to like carry in your purse and just have fun with maybe somebody you've just met, or just to kind of break the ice, so to speak. And she has this also on her website. And this was also the other thing I purchased. Yes, for this month with Holly Audley. But I thought we could talk to one or read one. And what's your answer? And I'll tell you mine. If you had a time machine, what would you tell you from 5 years ago? Let's see. I would tell me to don't sweat the small stuff, to stop worrying so much about what other people think, and to really try to be authentic with myself, because I think I was so focused on pleasing everybody else that I was forgetting who I was. And I'm still working on that now, but I think I've come a long way in 5 years. And I think that's what I would tell myself. So, yeah, anyway, kind of off on a tangent there, but it's called Spark. And it is a conversation starter. So adorable. Okay, so this is a funny story. This is the Llewellyn Tarot Companion Guidebook by Anna Maury Ferguson. I hope I'm saying that right. So, the Llewellyn Tarot has been on my wish list for a really long time. Probably since I found tarot, which was several years ago. I'd have to do the math, even though I still feel like I'm relatively new. So I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I've got the guidebook. And it looks great, right? But I have no cards. I was on Pango Books, if you've ever heard of it. It's a book, an online book resale website where you can sell your books or purchase books that have been, most of them are pre-loved, or some are new, but they're reselling it. And they have tarot decks and oracle decks, and I go on there, and I've even sold 2 decks so far on the website through Pango, and I really like it. But you have to be careful. So this is my lesson. I thought I was purchasing a tarot deck, and I was so excited because it was reasonably priced. And I'm all excited. It's talking about the tarot cards, and the description is from the publisher, and it's got so many cards. And this one is on like Welsh myths, and they still have this deck, I think, on Amazon, and I just haven't purchased it. Anyway, it's on my wish list. So the deck, I'm thinking, is arriving in the mail. Get so excited. Open up the package, and I have a guidebook. And no cards. It turns out that the seller didn't know that there were cards involved. So I didn't get a deck. And so this is just a little disclaimer that when you're buying a deck from like Pango, or, and I'm not trying to discredit Pango or anything, because I still love it, but just like, for instance, like a seller that's a bookseller, they might not know that there's a tarot deck associated with a guidebook, and they will think, oh, this is just a book, and that you don't need the cards. So I have a really nice guidebook that I purchased, and I don't have any cards with it. So if anybody is interested in a guidebook, let me know, because I don't want to get rid of it. Or if you have an extra deck of cards and you want to get rid of them, hey, let me know. Because I've got a guidebook and I don't want to throw it away because I'm praying I'll find the cards, or maybe I'll just cave in and buy the deck someday while it's still in print. And I can donate this or, give it to someone who might need it. But that's kind of like my funny story for the month, is that this is like something I've been wanting. I'm sorry, Anna Marie Ferguson, not Maury. The script kind of had me off there. But I think this one is from, it says 2006. So I mean, gosh, it's been around, but I just don't have the cards. And I hope you can still buy the deck. But I really loved, I love the cards. It's on Welsh myths, which I really like. I've kind of been, okay. All right, do we want to show our Legos? Do we want to show, okay, my little guy wants to showcase some of his Legos. Do we want to just say a word about it, or we've got ATTE over there, and we've got some clones for all the Star Wars fans out there. And what's this guy right here?
This?
Uh-huh.
He's AV7 cannon gunner.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, he's really cool. All right. Well, we're going to go back to the main focus, okay? Well, thank you for sharing that with us. So, yes, my funny story, the Llewellyn Tarot. I have a great guidebook. This is my last new deck for the month. This is Naibi Di Giovanni. I don't want to botch the name. But Chetta? I please forgive me. But this is my first Il Meneghello. So excited. Saw this on TarotTube. I think I saw this one on Krista's page. Thanks, Krista. And actually, I follow Il Meneghello on Instagram. If you're interested in this at all, they're handcrafted decks, and there's a whole process. You really should check it out if you're a tarot. Most of us are. Just beautiful decks. So this is my first purchase, something like this from Italy, and I loved the colors, and like I mentioned, shout out to Krista with I think she is now Krista Chronicles. She's on YouTube. I love her. She has a really great channel. She does like deck flip throughs and reviews and all kinds of fun stuff, mostly relating to tarot. But that's how I saw this deck, and I really liked the colors, and I liked the deck. But there are several other decks on Il Meneghello, but I really liked this one. I haven't used it yet, I'm going to be honest, but I have done a flip through of, I've looked through the cards, And I'm so excited. Here's the backs. And I mean, they're just absolutely beautiful. But I loved the art. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if I've ever done like a disclaimer on some of my decks, you know, when there is like a little bit of nudity, but it's always, I think, in good taste. You know, it's not, I don't feel like it's disrespectful, but some decks do have some nudity in them. But this is a new addition for me. The shipping didn't take that long. I would say, I think it was about, well, you know, it's coming from another place for me. It took about 2 weeks for it to get to me. And I live in the Midwest, right in the middle of the United States. So, my Il Meneghello, I love it so much. Can't wait to become familiar with it. The colors are just so vibrant. And I feel like it's got like a fun, whimsical side to it, you know? I haven't done a flip through. Maybe I'll get a chance to do one soon. So this is my new addition, my Il Meneghello. Beautiful. All right, so that was my month of May. Well, some of it anyway. Thanks for watching. If you're still here, I think this is going to be a really long video. But it's been so much fun. And I hope you're having a great season so far, wherever you are. Thanks again for watching, for your support, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.